there. I require your vote for the best Season 1 episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Go to patreon.com/GiveMeGenesis. The final results will soon be announced in the concluding episode of the Season 1 review. Now, prepare yourself for James and Andrew as they speak of how worthy this episode is. Perhaps, if you listen well, you will earn yourself a place in Tovacor. If not, I would kill you like any other man.
Interesting move, sir. What technique was that?
The technique of a desperate man.
Interesting move, sir. What technique was that?
The technique of a desperate man.
Really excited to be here today, James.
You sound so excited, Andrew.
I am.
Have you ever been to Paris?
I have.
Oh.
Yeah, went on holiday last year, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not as exciting as you would think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but we're not dwelling on Paris, are we?
No.
We're not dwelling on Paris, are we? We're...
Always have Paris.
Oh, you didn't get it?
No.
I repeated myself.
Oh!
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, sorry. I didn't get it. No, I didn't get it. I thought there was something wrong with you.
Well, there is something wrong with me.
Something is wrong here, Mr. Wolf.
Sorry, I missed the joke. I get it now. Yeah. I liked Paris when I went. I went in 2015. My last holiday abroad, actually.
What do you do then?
On a holiday.
Excellent.
No, I went to Notre Dame before that fire happened. Went up the Eiffel Tower.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought it was quite fun. Went on a boat.
Maybe we just did the wrong things then.
Yeah, I think we knew that it was going to be our last holiday because we were about to have kids.
Mm.
We went to Morocco like about a few weeks before.
Mm.
And then we thought, we'll have 2 holidays. Let's go to Morocco and France. And we've not been abroad since because got children.
Yes. And it costs an arm and a leg.
Yeah, but we'll always have Paris.
Whoa. James, what just happened there?
I don't know.
Oh, yes.
That's the only thing I don't get. It's like, if it's a repeat of something, like, surely you would you remember that? It's weird, because it's a time loop.
Yeah, you would. Because you've repeated everything exactly the same. You know, what?
Yeah, but yeah, it's true. But then do the computers go, wait a minute, I've already done this?
Yeah. Plus, the thing is, it's a few seconds of repetition, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you found yourself starting to repeat a few seconds of what you've just done, wouldn't you then just stop yourself and be like, what? Why am I doing this again?
Yeah, exactly. Well, depends, because old people, they don't know that, do they? Like, they're always repeating themselves. So I'll put the kettle on. I'll put the kettle on. Should I put the kettle on? I'll put the kettle on. Put the kettle on.
The benefit, though, of having a very bad memory
is
you could just buy one box set and just keep watching it.
True.
By the time you get to the end, you don't remember what happened at the start.
Oh, I guess there's cons as well. Like, you might end up paying a bill twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you don't remember who your children are.
Oh.
That's Anyway, back to
We'll Always Have Paris.
So Picard does fencing.
Yes, but can I just point out, before we go to fencing, we do see fencing for the first time, but they're on shore leave again. How many holidays do these people...
Well, losing a crew member, that's...
that's true, yeah.
They need some time just to...
But it always gets interrupted, though, doesn't it?
And Micah needs some time.
Is he getting opportunities this time round? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Oh, no, it isn't. It's Picard's turn. But then, Paul Manheim interfered with that, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to Picard. He's fencing. Yeah, he's a desperate man.
Yeah. So here's a good question.
I might not be able to answer it though. But go ahead.
We'll see. They experience this time loop, and then Picard, after packing up everything, Picard then calls Riker, the bridge, to see if they've experienced it as well.
Yes.
Picard to bridge.
Captain.
Number 1. Did something unusual just occur on the bridge?
Yes, sir. We experienced some kind of loop where everything repeats itself.
Here too. I'm on my way.
Now, Riker should be a decent number 1, right? He's on the bridge.
Yeah.
A time loop has just happened.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he immediately call the captain? Although, to be fair, I think if he was I'm just imagining if I was on the bridge and it happened, you would instantly ask like Data and Geordie what happened.
Analyse what's going on.
Yeah, and then maybe then call the captain.
Yeah, and then Riker basically does a Deanna Troy impression and just basically states the obvious. Says, "Do you know what's happened? Yeah, we had an instance where time repeated itself." And then all of a sudden there's an automated distress call that's picked up. I was thinking about this distortion and I was like, how far does this distortion go?
Yeah.
Does it affect the entire universe? If there is a cut-off point, where would that be? Is it like, is it a gradual dissipation?
What if you're the Borg on their ship and then time repeats itself?
Yeah, they might start locate source.
Yes. And you think there'll be planets that are inhabited within distance or within range of what has happened. So you'll think, however many billion people have just repeated
and they're
a few seconds.
They're not even part of the Federation.
Now that whole society
is like
just in panic.
Prime directive, destroy.
It's all right, everyone. It was just.
We are now going to. It's the god of time.
Yeah, seriously. They'll start worshipping the god of time or something. Well done, Paul.
Maybe that's when we have deja vu. Maybe it's a pocket of this Manheim effect.
No, because it happened to everyone. Yeah. Deja vu typically happens to one person, doesn't it?
True. Picard's on the bridge in his gear, but they're talking about this Manheim person, blah blah blah. But I was so distracted by what he's doing with his towel.
Oh yeah, was he hitting it?
I don't know. I was doing.
I don't get what he was doing with that. And Deanna was looking at him like, what? There's no explanation.
It's like whipping himself.
Yeah.
And then goes, I must change. I was like, I don't know if there's no sweat on this towel, because maybe that's why Deanna was looking at him, because maybe bits of sweat are flying in her direction.
Maybe. Yeah.
But it was a bit of an interesting, weird thing that he was doing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's because he was stressed or something, or he had these unresolved emotions.
Oh, see. At that point, does he know that woman is on that planet?
I think he knows about that Manheim is the husband or partner of Jenice, I think that's her name, isn't it? But I don't know if he knows that. Is a distress call coming from her? Or him? It's him. It's an automated call, isn't it?
Yeah.
From Paul Manheim. So I don't think he does know if she's there or not at the time.
Okay.
But he's reminded of the past.
Paul got the girl.
Yeah, exactly. That's when Troy says, you got some unresolved emotions, and he asks for advice. And he goes, yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Thanks, yeah.
Thanks, but no thanks.
There are a few hours until we arrive. Perhaps you should use this time to analyze your feelings and put them into perspective.
Thank you, Counselor. If I should need you further, I'll let you know.
But then he does change his mind and he goes to the holodeck and he runs that Paris program.
Yes.
He goes in. I was distracted by the guy playing that musical instrument in the background with the weird cylinder objects, and he was, I don't know what it was, but his expressions on his face were quite funny. He has a chat with an AI female who'd been stood up, and then he's reminded of his past, and then he goes, enough of this self-indulgence, and then gets to the Vendor system, Vendor 4. I don't know what's the point of all this going to different places. Because they go to Vendor 4 and they go, oh, they're not there, they've been told to go to somewhere else instead. And then they go to another...
Oh, that was so that Paul could get people there, but make it difficult to get people there. Like...
Why? I don't know.
I think it was to make sure that they are who they say they are, or...
Yeah, I couldn't really work
like secrecy, I guess.
Yeah, because they go to the Pulsar. Maybe that was Vandor 4, I'm not sure. And Picard opens the channel and doesn't say his name, because I think that's when Jenice Manheim answers.
Hailing frequencies open, sir.
This is the captain of the USS Enterprise, responding to your call for help.
And then Paul Manheim's beamed across and he's got some kind of weird going wrong with his brain.
He's been messing with time.
And they talk about an accident happened elsewhere and where the other scientists and they're dead. So I think they're the only two people left.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bit of a weird episode, isn't it? It's like a bit of a time loop story, but it's kind of like a love story at the same time.
It is. It's not that memorable either.
No. I mean, it had a good, interesting beginning with the time loop.
Yes.
Oh, this could be interesting.
Yeah.
And it turns into some kind of like, something to do with Picard's old love that never worked out.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm not really sure that we needed to
know about it.
Because does it come up again? Does it impact the show in any way?
No.
Yeah.
Well, you get to see a bit of like Crusher being jealous, so you get to see, oh, okay, she's interested.
Yeah.
Still.
Because Troy goes up to her, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I've got a patient to look after now.
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me.
Are you all right?
Why wouldn't I be? I've got one of the medical wonders of the galaxy dying in my sickbay.
That's not what I meant.
I don't think I want to talk about what I think you mean.
Captain Picard...
I can't compete with a ghost from his past. No one could.
She's not a ghost. She's here right now.
She may be in the here and now, but it's the ghost he sees. Excuse me, I have to get back to my patient.
What's quite funny is like, it's almost like Troy was almost winding her up. Didn't have to bring it up. Thank you very much.
She likes a bit of gossip, doesn't she?
Yeah.
That's why she went to the role as a counsellor.
Yeah.
She gets all the gossip.
So all in all, basically, Manheim is incapacitated in some way. He gets a bit better, wakes up. They need to work out how to, get to the lab to deactivate the experiment. But there's a defense system. Then Manheim has to give him the codes to turn the defense system off that he's may or may not be aware of.
Just while they sent Data down, because I think Wolf would have got shot, wouldn't he?
Yeah, we don't know. Yar situation, do we?
Yeah. They'd need more shore leave then.
It beams down and they show another bad backdrop.
Was there? Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, like a coming of age situation, So there's a background, so data beams down and there's a background of the asteroids with the stars and the asteroid, like the plane at the surface of the asteroid.
Okay.
But it looks like it's when Data is being shot at and he does a roll off. It's a stuntman because he rolls off the screen and then he comes out and then shoots with his phaser.
Okay.
But then in the background you can see this. It's almost like a painting. It's like pretty much stuck to the window.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, Picard thinks Data should go alone because there's no reason to risk the rest of the crew. And then
that's
not
a bit weird.
By time as much.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's true. Because the away team, I thought, would always have at least 3 people in. And Data, you're not real. You're not a real person.
Yeah.
So you're expendable.
Well, he says you're not, though. Did he say you're expendable? He
says something.
Yeah.
I want this to be an away team of 1. You. I don't think there's any reason to risk anyone else.
It is reasonable, sir. After all, I am a machine and dispensable.
indispensable is the appropriate word. I think it should be only you, because you seem more able to control the effects of the time distortion.
Oh, I see, sir. That is quite true, sir. I see time as a constant, whereas humans perceive time as flexible.
So I thought it was quite good where the last scene with Data sealing the only bit was a bit, they didn't look as great, was the thing hanging down after, it's like a little plastic thing, and then it opens up, and what, does it just fall into the hole?
Yeah.
And where was the hole?
It's been sealed.
It was just, but it was like there was nothing really there. It was just like a step.
Yeah.
They filmed it in a way so you couldn't see much detail. Just stand over this, and then it's done. Picard, at the end of the episode, says goodbye to his old flame in the place that they should have met many years ago.
Oh, yes.
I know, what's the point of the episode? Because we do learn in a scene with Picard, that he is fearful of being committed
right,
at that particular time.
I think that's the same with most people. Question 1. How long was the episode?
40 minutes, but it looks like it was two 20-minute episodes stuck together.
What would you do differently, or how would you write it differently?
Well, it wouldn't be called We'll Always Have Paris anymore, because I'll probably just take that bit out completely. I don't think any of the romantic part or the relationship part key.
Needed. No, It didn't add anything.
I enjoyed the bit with the time aspect.
Yeah.
That was the
I'd
thing.
agree.
That
I
was
think it should have been more focused on that and how there's potential problems with it happening.
Yeah.
What did they do really well in this episode? The backdrop of Paris, that was really good in the holodeck.
Yeah.
Didn't look like a painting or a cardboard cutout at all. No.
Yeah, it's a good... It's
really good.
Yeah, it was. And they did... I think the first shot is like... I don't know. They got you can see shuttles flying around it.
Oh, yeah. That was nice. That was good.
Which I thought was good. No, that is a good bit. I think they reused that painting. They used it in, I think, Star Trek 6. Because then, it's like a headquarters or something. But they've got drapes over the windows, so you can't see it fully. But that set was a reuse of 10 Forward. They reuse a lot of things in Star Trek 6 to save money. So I think 10 Forward's redressed as...
Okay. I'll have to watch Star Trek 6 again then.
Even engineering is reused.
Mm-hmm. I thought the time loop was good.
What did I think was good about the episode? Yeah, I thought it was good. I think it's the first. It's terrible. Just the first scene of the episode.
What, the fencing?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't just the fencing. It was interesting to see Picard doing something outside his normal job.
Okay, yeah.
And he was doing it with a regular crewman. He wasn't doing it with one of his bridge crew.
I noticed that in the ensign still called him Sir.
Indeed.
Which kind of makes me think that, Picard is very much
by the
book kind of guy. You'd have thought that because it's a recreational activity during that setting, it's okay to call me Jean-Luc. It would sound weird, I think, having an ensign call him Jean-Luc. Well played, Jean-Luc.
What did you say? Get off my bridge. Yeah, it would be a bit weird. It wouldn't work. I don't think it would work with any of the characters in captures in Star Trek.
No, it works in Deep Space Nine.
Huh?
It works in Deep Space Nine with Dax. She normally calls him Benjamin.
Yeah, well, I think it's because of their long history of relationship.
That's true, yeah. What lines stood out to you and why?
Only the ones because they get repeated. It's like, what technique was that, sir? A technique of desperate man.
Was it?
That's the only thing I can remember, because it got repeated twice. What technique was that, sir? The technique of desperate man. That's the only one. I can tell you what stood out for me, which annoyed me. Jenice, when she's like at the holiday at the end, it's like, so much for my some romantically dramatic exit or something like that.
Oh yeah.
She said the word exit, and then like the exit pops up.
Yeah.
It's like, so anytime you use the word exit,
the exit appears.
Exit they appear.
Can't use that word in your vocabulary.
Yeah.
When you're talking in a holodeck.
Yeah, or even holodeck programs can't say it because it's going to pop up.
What did you find funny?
The guy playing the musical instrument.
Need to go back and watch that. And I want to see the backdrop
I also
as
thought
well.
it was a bit funny that, Picard was just staring at a woman.
Yeah.
Looking at me like that.
I noticed that.
It's a bit perverted.
It's just
you're looking at her like...
My argument is, if you're not going to wear many clothes, what are you saying to men?
Yeah.
You can't dress like that and expect men not to...
notice.
Or look. And then my wife pointed out, well, there's a difference between looking and staring.
Yeah. Picard was staring, though. He said, what are you looking at? Do you remind me of someone? But I think that was meant to be the point, rather than what she was wearing.
Again, not a funny episode.
It wasn't funny.
What was the ultimate bad acting moment?
Don't you know something's got there? Bad acting moment.
I can't think of anything.
I don't think there was any bad acting moments.
What would you say is the moral lesson? Don't leave a girl in Paris.
Yeah. Do not let your fear or emotions get in the way.
Control your fear, or your fear will control you.
Yeah. Because otherwise it might confront you later on down the line in life, which it did for Picard. He had to confront it in any case.
Mm-hmm.
He obviously had the maturity and wisdom at the time to deal with it and have an honest conversation then, and she was mature enough to have that kind of conversation with him about what happened, what went down, and what about for you.
Don't mess with time. It's a good moral lesson.
Yeah, it's not to be played with.
Yeah, I probably agree with you in that, I think. Deal with your past as well. Deal with your past. If you have anything that's in your past that needs resolving, get it resolved. Get help. Talk to someone.
Yeah.
How many women did Riker sleep with in this episode?
-1.
Yes. As you said, it was Picard's turn.
Yeah.
This time, but
Well,
I don't think he got any.
No. Even though it's about Paris, it's very, very romantic. There was nothing happened this episode for anyone romantically.
No. And how many times was Worf denied?
Worf was denied being in this episode. Was he in this episode?
Oh, I don't know, actually.
I can't remember him doing anything. Maybe he was denied being in the episode. I don't remember him being in it. And if he was in it, he didn't have anything significant to do.
Yeah. It's definitely
It's not really a Worf episode, is
No, it's not.
Oh, yes, Paris. Yes, I fought Klingon battles.
Ate some fresh gach in Paris.
Foie gras.
With some wine. Blood wine!
Yes. There's not really a lot of other characters really in this episode. Like, there's not really much of...
No, it's more Picard, Crusher,
Geordie, Eva. I think Geordie does a countdown.
And Data, actually.
Yeah, mostly Data and Picard, wasn't it, really, in this episode?
Oh, so when Data's on the planet and he's about to put the antimatter pod into the thingamabobby, he asks Geordie to do a countdown.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Well, I'm thinking...
2020, 2019. 18, yeah.
Surely Data has got the most accurate...
Why would you need a countdown from someone?
Yeah.
Verbally.
He doesn't need that.
It's probably just to create more dramaticness to it, because otherwise it would be like, you wouldn't have the echoing of them, you know. That's a good, valid point. What was the question again?
Oh, this is about Worf getting denied.
Oh, he got denied
Yeah.
being in the episode. If he wasn't in it, I'm sorry. Got you.
He was probably standing on the bridge, though, when Picard was hitting his leg.
I'll have to have a look at the episode again, just quickly skim through it to see if he actually is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so obviously not the most memorable episode, is it really? It's not. But the next one, though, definitely a good one to rewatch.
Conspiracy.
That's right.
Nice. It is a good one.
Yeah, Conspiracy. So we'll be watching that one next time.
Yeah.
Our penultimate episode.
So make sure you tune in next time.
On our podcast, Give Me Genesis!
You there? Yes, you. Join us on Patreon at patreon.com/GiveMeGenesis.